what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Spider-Man No Way Home. Now this is a sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, which I have right here on Blu-ray, and Spider-Man Far From Home, which I have on Blu-ray. Now, I must admit, this was a very entertaining film. I really did enjoy it a lot. And I'm kind of surprised, too. And it's directed by John Watts again, too. And he directed Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, too, as well. Because both those films, I thought, like, Spider-Man, like, Homecoming was pretty good. It was great, but then when it got to Spider-Man Far From Home, I just like knocked it out the park. I thought that was very good. But now this third film, Spider-Man No Way Home, this is very good. It's easily probably one of the best Spider-Man films they have ever made. If not like the second best, probably like the third best of like the Spider-Man films. So you do have Tom Holland returning to like, the role of like Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and the bulk of the film itself, or the plot of the film itself, is about him wanting Doctor Strange, who again is played by Benedict Cumberbatch. He wants him to create a spell that will make everybody forget that he is Spider-Man, that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Because you know it was James Jonah Jameson who got revealed to the whole like world, you know, that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And it was kind of funny because that happened at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. And again, he is played by J.K. Simmons too in this particular film. So once Doctor Strange agrees to doing this spell, this causes like this kind of like this rift thing, which creates like where it breaks open like the multiverse, and all these various like villains like the previous like Spider-Man like films and all that come into like the film. You know, Spider-Man has to actually like find a way to like to deal with it. I don't want to go into that too much because it's kind of like spoiler territory. Because you can see what they're trying to do with it, and you can kind of understand or kind of can figure out where we'll eventually lead up to. Now you also have Zendaya, she's back in the role of MJ, like Mary Jane. You also have John Favreau back in the film. There's like tons, like most all the bulk of the people who played like in the previous like Spider-Man films make appearances too as well. Like you have now this is where it really get interesting. You have and we all knew about them. You have Jamie Foxx back in the film as Electro Max Dillon. You have William Dafoe back as Norman Osborn, Green Goblin. You also have Alfred Molina as Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus. He returns to the film too as well. Marissa Tomei returns as May Parker. And I don't want to just touch on that. I don't want to get into everybody too much, you know, but I just leave it at that. You also have Jacob Batalon, I think that's how you pronounce it, as Ned Leeds, he returns too. But the film is like very entertaining, and it is like it's very long, but like the action scenes in the film are like awesome, like some of like the battles they have. And it's like I can't really touch on it too much because it's kind of like spoiler territory. If I say this or say that, you know, you can kind of understand where it's gonna go. So I can't really hit it too much, but it was pretty entertaining, and it was cool seeing like I said, if I even just say this, you can tell what's going to kind of happen, who's, you know, all that. I don't want to get into it too much, but it was some explosive and the visual effects, like the battles, like explosive battles, you know, and the visual effects, they were done very well. It looks very awesome and so on. I thought this is easy. Like I said before, I think this is easily one of the best Spider-Man films that they have ever made. And of course they have like the usual like Easter eggs and so on throughout the film that show up. You know, you have to watch all the credits to see these particular like Easter eggs and so on. And there's even like characters from like the Marvel Universe who make appearance in this film too. And I was surprised at some of the ones that show up, but some of the other ones that kind of showed up, I kind of expected them, you know, that they would show up. But it was pretty entertaining. It was awesome. I would definitely recommend seeing this. Like I said, I can't really touch on it too much. But this is my review for Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'm giving this I kind of want to give it an A-. It really is just that good to me, that entertaining. But I'm going to just give it like a solid B. It was awesome. I'm just going to give this a solid B. I really did enjoy it a lot. I would definitely recommend it for fans, especially like of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I would definitely recommend this, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.